Learn, plan, and perform. Coach Nye here, Mind Over Sport. Thanks for taking a minute and joining me. Learn, plan, perform. Learn, plan, and perform. These are phases that I coach athletes through, and I'm going to explain what they all mean. It's part of the mental, the mindset game that an athlete needs. It's a model that provides psychology framework in which athletes can create their clear vision of success and identify areas for improvement along their journey towards peak performance. It's also part of science that supports mental skills techniques within the model, which validates this approach, and it's in keeping things simple that makes the model actionable. With all mental and physical skills, a systematic approach to practice is essential in order to create the new habits and behaviors. So it's consists of three phrases: learn, plan, and perform. I'm going to go over them real quickly with you. The learn from the past phase. We learn from the past in performances, and we explore this with the athlete in their sport, with their performance history. The objective to this is to find out what their level of performance based on what has worked in the past. So an elite athlete with a growth mindset will develop their own methods of reflecting on their past performances. Say an ideal situation would be to reflect on what would be one in which an athlete is re-experiencing success so they can learn how to repeat it. So what they did well, remember, learn from it so they can go and repeat it once again. Using mental imagery, maybe some journaling techniques, this helps the athlete develop a deeper level of situational self-awareness in their sport so they can ultimately display self-control. And then they can also focus more on their self-control, on their sport. Take ownership over items or situations through their performance. And that will help them, what we call, become full responsibility for over what they can control. So they learn through reflection. Imagery provides great possibilities, but it's taking action on one's performance journey. So that's the first phase. The second phase is plan for the future phase. The values and goals direct behavior. These are the essential excellence of the plan phase. Your conscious level of knowledge gained through different situations, being self-aware. This provides a starting point for the improvement plan. So an individual values are their core beliefs that drive them either consciously or subconsciously when faced with the mindset, the mental part of the game and making challenging decisions. So through appropriate performance and process goal setting that is aligned with one's values, athletes can feel confident that they have the ability to execute their plan. Planning for the future includes developing competition plans, focus cues, practicing future focus imagery situations. An adequate level of preparation for competition builds confidence physically, mentally as well. Last phase is performing in the present phase. Performing in the present is all about maximizing each moment during your training or competition. Mindfulness comes into this. Performing mindfully quiets the mind and promotes clarity to the focus for the athlete. Allowing the self to be present in the moment of performance it's an unbelievable, incredible feeling when an athlete can feel this and they tell us afterwards. It also promotes a sense of well-being. While it's easy to know that it's important to be present in the competition, of course, but without proper practicing of the skill, an athlete will succumb to their own habits. So example is negative habits include worrying about winning or losing, judging oneself or others over mistakes and successes, or even limiting ability because of how one feels that day. When distracting thoughts rise, it is important to acknowledge them all right then and there, but acknowledge them just that they are just thoughts, and don't put a label to them, but guide yourself back to a focus point, and have a cue statement, self-talk. This helps the athlete navigate the waves of emotion during performances. That's why self-talk is really important. So when an athlete finishes a competition, finishes a game, their first act should be just to sit there in the dressing room, on the bench, field, and experience it by reflecting on what went well and what didn't go well and what they will use to improve. This performance evaluation leads back to the top of phases: learn, plan, and perform. I hope these tips helped you out today. You can get more information through our website at www.mindoversport.ca, or if you'd like some other information on it that you can't find and you'd like to have a chat with me, reach out to Coach Nye at mindoversport.com. Remember to like the video, please, and share. And also remember, as we're ending off the year 2021, reaching into 2022, be determined and be the change that you want to be. Till next time, thanks for joining me.